So the genius that is Ant Middleton wants us to
get out there
and
don't change.
And the best bit of scientific advice he can give us to finish it off:
fuck COVID-19.
Now it's funny, I didn't see that advice anywhere on any government website, can't find it in any literature, but I did manage to find Boris Johnson giving the same advice.
Fuck COVID-19.
Now of course that's just me imposing Ant's voice over Boris Johnson, but come on Ant, what were you thinking? So in this short video, what I'm going to discuss is why this could be the end of Ant Middleton's career, or at least a huge nail in his coffin, because of some ill thought out, irrational, emotional, machoistic type knowledge, advice that he decided to give out. So this video that Ant Middleton has put out on his social media has went absolutely viral. I'm talking global here. So much so that he's done something in his pants and he started to retract it. He started to do a sort of damage limitation exercise, and I get why. He's a human like you and I. But it is out there, so I'm going to show you the video now. And what I want you to do is have a look at the video and just bear it in mind with what's going on right now. How do you think this has landed with the general public?
Travelling the world? Yes. Am I still shaking hands? Yes. Am I still cuddling fans at the airport? Yes. Am I washing my hands and keeping my hygiene to a high standard as always? Yes. Has my life changed? No. Am I going to let some disease, COVID-19, dictate my life? Absolutely not. Get out there, don't change, fuck COVID-19.
So yeah, I'm a bit flabbergasted why somebody like Ant, in such a public position, where people are listening to his words, would decide to put something like that out. Also, I'm going to do a little bit, here on the Believe in Bruce channel, a bit about body language as well. So Ant has put an apology out, and we're going to be looking at that apology. And I'm going to be casting over my Believe in Bruce eye to see if it's sincere or not, to see if Ant has got the integrity that he espouses about having. And without giving the game away, it's not looking too clever for you at the moment, Anthony. So yes, welcome back to the Believe in Bruce channel. Performance, psychology, mental health or well-being, anything to do with how we think and feel, this is the channel for you. If you like this type of stuff, subscribe below, give us a thumbs up to support the channel, but also leave your comments below. So let's have a bit of context on Ant initially. Now, I want to get this across because although he's done this act, if you can call it that, I was a real big supporter of Ant, ex-armed forces myself. I feel very proud because the transition from being, a member of the armed forces into civilian life is quite daunting for some. It's not easy for a lot of us. So when somebody in the ex-armed forces community nails it like Ant's done, big props should be given, and I do. Not just Ant or someone on TV, but anybody who makes it outside the armed forces. So Ant's background, as far as I'm aware, was he was in the Royal Engineers parachute squadron. So he wasn't in the paras per se, but he's went and done the course and he's earned the right of the wings and the maroon beret with his Royal Engineer cap badge. He's then joined the Marines, and again I've got loads of friends who are Marines, both non-commissioned and commissioned officers. So I know what it takes to get through training like that. And then he's joined a thing called the Special Boat Service. So the SAS is probably the most well known. The Special Boat Service, the guys are based down in Poole. And this is where I think it becomes a bit of an issue for Ant, because what we've done, along with clever marketing from Ant's side, is he's painted himself as some type of he-man. Now I know he gets some, some stick online for being the cheap version of Bear Grylls and all this type of stuff. But the guy has done well. But fundamentally, he's nothing special, if I can call it that, and I'm being very vague. He's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's not this one unique type person. He just happens to come from the Special Forces community, and to do that, he's done very well. He's been very fit. He's been able to make decisions under pressure. He's been able to keep himself motivated. But he's not just one person in the world who's done that. There's tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who are in the Special Forces community. Even on the SAS Who Dares Wins programme, he's not the most experienced or decorated individual from even his crew set there. So sometimes what we've done is we've put him on a pedestal to be this thing where maybe we want to be, or we want to have that ambition or that drive to get to. And so through no fault of his own, just a little bit marketing, he's let us believe that he is this, unique individual. And actually, the bottom line is he's a fit guy, he's a capable guy, he can put his mind to tasks and get it done, but he's nothing really special. He's not a trailblazer, he's not a groundbreaker. I think that would be safe to say. I think that's fair to say, both for Ant and for us who are viewing Ant as well. So we've got to give the guy a bit of a break, is my point here. I mean, yes, even, you know, the guy climbed Everest, which is a fantastic achievement, but he's not the only guy to climb Everest. You know, some people have done without oxygen. The Sherpas have been up and down Everest more times than I've had hot dinners. So yes, he's achieved more than probably the average person, but then again, as well as his mental attitude, as well as his physical fitness, he's also had the position, the opportunities, he's had the financial backing, again through a TV company, to go and climb Everest. So I'm just trying to balance this out, not just for the sake of us, but for Ant as well, so we maybe judge him less harshly. But his career is definitely going to be impacted by this. And again, as an ex-forces, so he served in the SBS. I used to have two when I was at Brian's Norton, when I was living in the mess. I had two SBS lads living next door, either side of me in the mess. In fact, they were probably my best friends there. They were part of a unit called JATEU, J-A-T-E-U. JATE or JATE, I'm still not sure how you spell it. But they'd done all the airborne trials, from parachuting to rope ascending, rope descending, all this type of stuff. So before it got to the mainstream Royal Marine or SBS population, these guys would test them out. And again, you know, these guys were normal guys. Yes, they were fit. Yes, they, you know, had cerebral competency, etc. But they were nothing special, and they come from the same pot as Ant, if you will. And I'm bearing this in mind that I'm thinking of these two individuals I was really good friends with, whilst I'm being critical of Ant's video that he's put out, to remind myself that Ant is but human. He is, you know, one of a large pot of Special Forces community who has just been lucky, but also through hard work, has managed to make his name very marketable. And again, there's some more context about Ant. Last year he came out with a tour called Mind Over Muscle. Now me, being into the head and heart and also ex-forces, remember, I'm a big supporter of the ex-forces. It gives me great, as you can see on my face, it gives me great joy when ex-forces come out of, you know, that structure, that cared for background, and they nail it in civilian life. But as well as being interested in psychology and his ex-forces, this just ticked all the boxes. So I spent over 200 quid taking me, my two sons and my daughter's partner to Mind Over Muscle tour in Newcastle. Again, reading the literature, reading the marketing, even looking at the words that he's used, how he tries to portray himself. I thought, this is for us. And it was absolutely shit. It was terrible. You didn't deliver what you said you were going to deliver on the marketing end. And this is not just me, so, you know, if you read the online reviews of it, how many people were actually walking out at the half-time interval? The evidence was, and it was such a shame. It was because I wanted it to be fantastic. I wanted it to be what it could have been, but it really wasn't. Now, if it had been marketed as a, you know, potential night where Ant's just going to go across some historic bits, some clips from SAS Who Dares Wins and some of his other programs, then brilliant. Okay, would I have bought the ticket? Probably not. But at least I would have knew what I was buying into. But yeah, it was just another marketing ploy to get in. And again, he's going with this Mind Over Muscle tour again. So, and please take this as, you know, positive, helpful criticism, because I want you to deliver. I want you to be a better version of yourself. I want people to get more value from the stuff that you are doing. But someone does need to be truthful with you, because you're achieving lots of stuff that the average ex-armed forces member will never achieve, and that itself deserves applause. But you're letting yourself down. You're letting yourself down big time, which is affecting your credibility and also your integrity, which is what we're going to cover soon. And you people watching this video now, what do you think? Leave your comments below. And this is the apology that Ant gives. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do another video just on this to assess, to explore, to investigate his body language, to see if it is a sincere apology, to see if he actually means it, or he's just delving into what I call self-preservation type behaviours. So here's the video, have a look at it, see what you think.
For those of you that follow me, you'll know that I'm currently in New Zealand filming a secret project. However, that secret project has been cancelled, so I am going to be on a flight home this weekend. And now I've come out of this bubble, I've realised that I've probably been a bit insensitive towards the magnitude, the scale of the crisis that's happening in the UK, and the forever changing situation and advice that's being given. So what I've decided to do is take down my previous posts, because some of the advice that I give
now goes against government advice, and I wouldn't want people to come across that now. So I've decided to take them down. I've decided to admit that I made a mistake. I always talk about integrity. Take that on the chin and come back to the UK and do the best that I possibly can. A big shout out, as always, to the emergency services, to the doctors, the nurses, the shelf stackers, the lorry drivers, the teachers, people that are keeping things moving back in the UK. A big shout out to you. Hopefully I'm going to come back and jump on board and help out where possible. Guys, I will see you soon. Stay positive. We've got this.
So yeah, I'm not going to say anything more. I am going to do a short body language video analysis on it. And let's see. In fact, leave your comments below. What did you pick up from that video? Go back, rewind and have a look again. Put your comments below and I will see if you are picking up, because remember, I've done a few body language videos now. I will see if you're picking up on the same stuff as me, to see if the Believe in Bruce language there is landing like a lot of you say it is. You're all saying, oh, Bruce, when I'm going into meetings at work, I'm picking up on what this person's doing, or when I'm interacting with somebody in the street, I'm noticing they do this, which means they think that, which is fantastic. Again, just a short video, but I think because of the video that he's done, because of the mind over muscle, yeah, we want him to succeed. Some of you might be ex-armed forces, might be current forces, serving personnel. You should be wanting him to succeed because he's one of our own. But I do think someone needs to hit him with a bit of a wet fish across the face and say, come on. As always, any questions, you can comment below, but please connect with me on Instagram here, Believe in Bruce 360. Follow me on Instagram, send me your questions there, but I look forward to doing the next video. Is Aunt Middleton's apology sincere or not? All will be discovered when Believe in Bruce does his body language assessment in the next video. But above everything and more importantly, believe in Bruce. Remember to be kind to yourselves and each other.